Good morning. My name is Lisa Laurie, and I am here to present to you a 15-minute demo of my chair yoga class. So I invite you to take a moment and get comfortable in your seated position on your chair. Allow the soles of your feet to connect to the ground beneath you and your hands to rest lightly on your lap. So that means maybe you're not sitting to the back of your chair. So just sit wherever you feel most comfortable, most stable, and most secure. Let's just take a moment and settle in. And you can allow your eyes to close or just softly gazing forward. And take a nice deep breath in and exhale lightly through your lips. And exhale. Take a few moments and just clear your mind of any distraction, any upset. And start rolling your shoulders slowly and easily backwards. Now you might notice a little crackling or popping, and that's normal and natural. And as long as it's not painful, just continue to gently roll. And you might notice now that the fluid is starting to generate in the shoulder joint. You're starting to feel a little freer movement. And maybe a few less pops and crackles. And then we just roll the other direction. And releasing here. Take a nice deep breath in, reaching the arms up. And exhale to prayer. Now, if for any reason you're not comfortable raising your arms overhead, go as far as you can, visualize completing, and then bring the arms right back down again. And again, inhale, and exhale to prayer. And now we draw the right ear to the shoulder. So we feel a deep stretch along the left side of the neck. Reach the left fingertips out and away from your body. If you'd like a little more traction, a little deeper stretch, feel free to rest your right hand at the side of your head. And then we release and roll the chin across your chest and then back to the right. And allow your head to gently and slowly sweep like a pendulum moving in slow motion. Feel free to pause anywhere along this arc that you like. And then we bring our left ear over the shoulder and just hold here. As you stretch your right fingertips down and away from your body, and maybe bring the left hand up to gently press, adding that little bit of traction. Now, if you notice any numbness or tingling in your fingertips or any shooting or radiating sensation down your arm, just lose the traction. And then we release and roll once again. And then we take the head in a nice, easy circle all the way around. Slow being the name of the game. And then we roll the other way. Now you are reminded at any time you are free to take a break, to sip water, whatever you feel necessary, because foremost, this is your yoga practice, nobody else's. I am just your tour guide. And then we bow the head. Let's take a nice deep breath in, arms rise. Interlace the fingers, push your palms forward and hollow the belly, rounding your back like a frightened cat. Inhale, raise the arms. And again, exhale, round. And inhale and raise. And again. And rise. And then one more time. Now this time as we come up, rotate to the right. Bringing your left hand over your thigh, your right hand on the back of the chair for a little support. And if you'd like to go a little deeper on that next exhale, draw the right ribs deeper behind you and maybe even slide the right hand to the far side of the chair back. And then we release back to center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently round your back and hinge forward. Just hanging like a rag doll. If you'd like a little more support, your hands on your thighs. If you easily touch the ground, feel free to do that. Now lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise up. And this time we exhale, rotate left. Finding that deep twist, revolving the left ribs back. And sitting tall. And then maybe turning that rib a little deeper. And sliding the hand to the far side of the chair. It's almost as if you're twisting and wringing out your midsection. And then we come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Release. Dive. Inhale halfway. And exhale and fold. Inhale again, raise your arms. Slide your left foot in, extend your right. A gentle hinge. Inhale, come up. And again, exhale. And inhale up. And one more time, exhale, catching your weight on your thigh with your hands. And if you like, you can walk your hands down toward the toes or even hook your foot with a strap. And we just hold a head to knee pose, feeling a deep sense of stretch through the back of the leg. Inhale up slightly. Exhale as you raise or roll the right sole of the foot toward the floor. Now raising your chest, raise your right leg and just bring it up off the ground as you tighten your belly and hold here. Now if you need a little more support, feel free, hold the leg. Shorten the lever by bending the knee. And if you want more, bring the arms up in the air. Now we release, turning the right ankle to the thigh, turning the knee out in a figure four stretch, and we just gently press on the thigh or maybe even lean forward over the leg. So you feel this deep stretch to the hamstring, to the glute. Our back is long. And then as we come up, continue crossing the right leg over. Take a deep breath in, cactus arms, and wrap the left arm under the right and hold. If that's not for you, bring your palms together and hold here. And then we can bow. Seated eagle pose. Release, unwind the arms, uncross, hands behind your back, press into the mat or into the chair, and give your head a gentle shake side to side. And we come back to center. Extend the left, slide the right foot in. Deep breath. Release, a little hinge forward, catching your weight with your hands on your thigh, your shin, the floor. Maybe you hook that foot with a strap if we have straps. But always avoiding putting any direct pressure on the joint itself. We want to protect our joints. Now lift up slightly, releasing that sensation of stretch. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, arms rise. Raise the left leg. And we're back to that half boat, whatever shape that takes for you. turning the ankle over the knee. Our figure 4 stretch, once again, pressing gently on the thigh and leaning forward. A long spine. So we want the chest out and over the crossed leg rather than rounding the back and dropping the head. A long spine releases any tension through the lower lumbar region and enables us to breathe more freely and fully. Now we raise the chest, cross, a little tighter, inhale, arms rise, cactus arms, and right arm under the left. Or remember, this is fine as well. And then bow. Now releasing, we unwind. Bringing your hands down to the chair, can we raise both feet for our boat? The belly draws in, and imagine that you want to hop off the chair without using your hands at all. So it's this vigorous pulling inward and upward of the pelvic floor, the lower belly. Remember, you can always support. And then we open the legs, arms coming up, elbows coming down, goddess pose. Extend the arms and goddess pose once again. And one more time. And goddess pose. And we turn the legs forward. Take a big breath. If you're ready, stand up and sit back down. For our chair pose, stand up and sit. If you need a little more help, just a little lift and come back down. Now, one last time, and let's just hover for a moment. Imagine that you're in a public toilet. You're not really inclined to sit down. We just hover a little bit. Do you want more back support? You put your hands right here on your thighs and hold there. And then we lower. Now, taking the left leg, open it out to the side. Take the right leg, stretch it behind you, and we turn. Raising our arms high into the air to crescent pose, high lunge. Left knee is bent, right leg is extended. We feel this deep stretch down the front of this right leg. Tailbone tucking under slightly. Palms now come to prayer and twist to look at the back of your chair. If you feel a little unstable, grab your chair and just hold, bracing yourself. And then we come back to center, return here. Bring your arms back, interlacing fingers, raise your chest. Tweezing the shoulder blades, softening the belly. Release the arms, turn back center. Goddess pose. Arms rise, rotate, and we turn with left leg extending, right leg bent, and our arms rise. Deep, deep breaths in, then the palms come to prayer and we rotate, looking at the back of the chair. Drawing the right ribs behind you, push the left thigh into the chair, and that's going to give you a little more stability and support. And then we come back to center, open the legs, bring the soles of the feet together as we sit on the edge of our chair in a cobbler's pose. Deep breath. Palms to prayer. Inhale, arms rise, turn, knees forward. And I invite you now, if you're comfortable, to stand. If not, I'll show you some options. As we come around to the back of the chair. Walk the feet out a little wider than chair width, turning right toes forward and left toes inward. Bend the knee, and we find ourselves in Warrior Two. The left thigh externally rotating, the knee in line with the hip. And we feel the feet grounded, connected to the earth. Left palm comes skyward, gently lean back. Exalted Warrior, a beautiful left side body stretch. Releasing, diving forward and bringing the right arm into the air for our side angle. Now, if that's not for you, you can continue holding the chair, a hand on your thigh. Now we come back to center, turn forward, and switch sides and sink. Taking a few deep healing breaths here, externally rotating the left thigh. Lean back, Exalted Warrior. And then releasing, return to Warrior Two. Slide the hand to the thigh, the right arm into the air or left arm into the air. And remember, this is fine. Now we come back to center. Walk the feet in. Shifting your weight into the right foot. Raise the left. And we find ourselves in tree pose standing. Now, the closer your limbs are to the center line of your body, the easier balance becomes. So it is perfectly acceptable to put a toe on the ground or a toe on a yoga block. And always remember that the purpose of our balancing really isn't to nail balance. It's that you learn how to correct yourself when you get a little bit wobbly. Now release and just go ahead and switch sides. So using your chair for support, maybe just using one arm for support, or maybe you're feeling extra ambitious today and want to give yourself a little more challenge. And we lower the arms, lower the foot, walk the feet back, and bow your chest through the arms to down dog. Then we raise our chest and shift a bit forward, and then shift back to a down dog. And again, raise, shift forward, little push up, stay with it, and then we're back down again. This time we come up, walk yourself forward, and we take a seat again. And take a moment. A nice deep breath in. And we bring our palms back to heart center as we prepare for meditation and relaxation. I invite you to close your eyes and begin to tune in to your breath. Observe the rise and fall of the chest, and then with an additional sip of air, feel the belly expand as well. When you are ready, you can slide your hands down to your lap and make a small circle with your index finger and thumb. Feel the soles of the feet on the ground. Allow yourself to embrace this stillness. If you find that your mind is busy, that's fine. Just notice that distraction, but allow those random thoughts to just pass. And breathe. allowing these deep breaths to calm the nervous system, to clear the mind. Release any stress, tension, or expectation. Allow yourself to simply be present. Now we become a little bit more aware of our surroundings as we bring our awareness from the internal to the external. And we take one last deep breath in, climbing one arm over the other, like you're climbing up a big rope suspended from the ceiling. And then one last stretch high. And we exhale as we bring our palms to heart center. I ask that the peace, light, joy, and compassion that shines in me shine on you and bring you a wonderful day. Namaste.